What are the different classifications of the sequential logic circuit? In sequential logic circuit, right, what is the meaning of sequential logic circuit? Combinational logic circuit plus memory element, right? So how we are using this memory element? Based on, we have the two types. One is called as the synchronous sequential circuit, another one is called as the asynchronous sequential circuit. One point to be remember is both will be having the memory element operation. Nothing but combinational logic circuit plus memory element. So how we are utilizing this memory element? We have the synchronous sequential circuit, one more is the asynchronous sequential circuit. Now we will see what is the meaning of the synchronous sequential circuit or clocked sequential circuit, right? So we have the combinational logic circuit, that output is generating, that output we are going to store inside of the memory element. It means that if this memory element can be controlled by the clock signal, then it is called as the synchronous sequential circuit. The definition is that, right, in a synchronous sequential circuit, here the moment you are changing the input signal, that can take the memory element value only upon the activation of the clock pulse. It means that the moment you are giving the input value, it will take the memory element value only when clock signal is set to be activated, right? So it means that the changes in the input signal that can affect the memory element. Affect means it will take the memory element value, depends upon whom? Depends upon the clock signal of the memory element, right? So this is the definition. So it means that we have the combinational logic circuit, output we are going to store by using of the memory element. So along with your input, if you want to access this memory element value, so here that is depends upon the clock signal value. If clock signal equal to 1, this value will go to here along with your input. If clock signal equal to 0, this value will be remain here only your input pass. That is the meaning. Now, what is the definition for asynchronous sequential circuit or non-synchronous or unclocked sequential circuit? So this is also combinational logic circuit only, right? So combinational logic circuit only. Here also we will be having the memory element, right? But here the memory elements we are calling in terms of the delays. It means that once particular time delay is completed, right? So automatically after 60 seconds, for example, it will go to the one of the input, then we will be giving here external input, so that you will be getting the output value. That output again will store here for 60 seconds. After 60 seconds, it will not wait for anyone. It means that if you are changing the input signal, it will take the memory element, depends upon the delay value. It means that any instant of the time, once time delay is completed, automatically it will go whether you are giving the input value or not. It means that the changes in the input signal will affect the memory element at any instant of the time period. At any instant of the time period means whatever the time delay we are giving, that is the nothing but here any instant of the time period, right? Simple thing. If you have the delay as memory element, then it is called as the asynchronous sequential circuit. Here on a memory element, we don't have any control. Simple, we don't have any control. But if you take the combinational logic circuit, on memory element we have the control. That is what we called as the clock signal. It means that no clock means what we call, it is called as the asynchronous sequential circuit. If you have the clock, it is called as the synchronous sequential circuit. That's it.